live, but I'm never sure, especially when I'm alone. Oh, I think that was an indication, notification, or whatever notification that says, yes, you are indeed live. Um, so, two things. Sorry we had to start late. Um, if you notice, I'm Sans, my partner in crime. DL has some other obligations that she had to take care of, so she's not going to be here tonight. And I started late because some madness that went on. My computer kicked me out of everything, so I had to do. I spent the last 3 or 4 days re-signing into everything, like trying to remember passwords and all those other things, and it's just been crazy. But it's okay. I'm getting there ultimately, and it is what it is. So give me another minute to set up what I'm going to be working on. Meanwhile, what are you going to be working on? So now I had two things that I had to tell you, and now I have two questions for you. One, are you participating in NaNoWriMo? And two, do you do Preptober? I'll answer the Preptober thing first. I've never done Preptober, and if I'm honest, only just heard of it, so it's kind of new to me. The second thing, geez, my phone's going crazy. Again, sit home all day, work all day, phone never rings until I'm doing something. Um, the second thing is, I'm probably not going to participate in NaNoWriMo, and reason being is I rarely do anyway. It's like, it's one of those things where I write every day anyway. So I'm going to be writing every day anyway. So you'll see me writing and being in all the streams and stuff and getting all my words in as much as I can. Because I will say again for November, November is going to be weird for me. It's going to be weird for me just because I got a lot going on anyway. So, yeah, so there's that. So, and I don't have a concrete project that I need to be working on. I mean, new project. I have stuff that I'm still in the midst of doing, but I don't have anything new that I need to be working on. So we'll see. I am actually hoping that my world calms down enough. Come on now, phone. That my world calms down enough that I will be able to participate and actually start a new project, because I have so many that I want to start. Okay. I'm a little out of practice. This is really weird for me to be just sitting by myself. Okay. Let's see. See who's here. Steve. Hey, Steven. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Even though I have seen you in a couple streams, I feel like we haven't talked in a long time. Hello, goddess of wisdom. I may have to start calling you Athena. Athena Woods, because you're the goddess of wisdom. You just know shit. I love it. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, Bonjour. Hi, I love you. I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. What are you working on, if anything, for Preptober or NaNoWriMo? First of all, I've been wanting to tell you this forever, Butterflies. I want to name a character after you so bad. You have like one of the most beautiful names. Oh my goodness. I'm a little bit jealous. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing tonight, I'm not doing any prep for Nano. I wanted to be able to do some work with you all who were doing prep. But I have some December scripts that I need to get done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on that, or try to. work on that. So let's see. The Earl in the house. Hearts. Oh. That was the first time I was able to see the hearts. Usually I can't see them. True. And I'm glad to hear that you're working hard at college and doing your thing at work because, we all got to be muggles too. Oh my goodness. 90 days. I am on 60 days notice before my novel comes out. Today, first day, 60 days. So I'm sorry if I seem distracted because I hate this when I get 800 messages when I'm trying to do something else. And I have announcements coming out. I believe I have it scheduled. Look, I can't remember. I have videos scheduled for tomorrow, and I definitely have one for Thursday. So I have some really, 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 really good announcements coming up, and I can't wait. Can't wait to share them. I cannot wait to share them. I know, and I miss you already. I really do. I'm terrified. You know me. I get nervous. So let's see what time it is. Normally, I set my clock or my alarm so that ahead of time so that we can be cut off and go do whatever. Look at me, I'm stumbling over words. But today, I didn't do that because I was expecting to be on DL's channel, and she always monitors the clock because, her eyes work. All right, so again, I still can't see what time it is. It is almost 8:30. So let's say 8:35. We start a sprint, and let's start with a 20, and then we'll make them a little smaller as we move forward. But right now, let's get a 20 in since we started late, and I've been talking all this time. And let's see, where is my clock? So I'm going to set that for, what did I say? 9:35. I'm going to start at 9:35 and do a 20. So 9:55. Let's see that. Oh, shit. No, honey, save it for today. What are you doing? What? No, save it for today. What is today? No, today. No. Okay, am I looking at this wrong? Oh, yes, I am. So for all those times when I said 9, I meant 8. All right. So 8:35 we'll start, which is in like 3 minutes. And that'll give me time to get my shit together. There ain't no halves with the shit together. I know. Oh my goodness. And it has a fantastic story that goes with it. That's too much. I love it. That's right. DL does Saturday nights on her channel every week. And we still switch off every other Tuesday on my channel. And on the weeks that I'm on her channel for Tuesdays, we're coming back to my channel for late night Tuesdays. So that's the late night Tuesday is scheduled for every other week, but not when I have to do this part. When I'm on her channel, then I'll come back to mine and do the late nights. Otherwise, I will go crazy trying to figure all this out because I, I'm I'm crazy. Now, another thing, I hope the fan doesn't bother you because I cannot turn it off. It is hella hot. Like all of a sudden, it just got wicked hot. It just I don't even know where it came from. It was feeling so good for the past couple of days. I even turned off like I have an air conditioner that's in my living room that kind of cools the apartment down, but I have an additional one in my bedroom because I like to sleep like I'm at the North Pole. And I had both of them off for like a day. That's how cool it has been. I've been able to sleep without them. Dana, did you get my email? I emailed you the arc. And I think, oh, that was the other thing for my lovely people who are watching. If you messaged me and asked for an arc, please let me know because I feel like I'm missing somebody on my list and I'm not sure. And I can't tell because a lot of people's names, actual names and emails don't match up to the names that they use or the names that they write with or their actual names. So if you didn't get an arc already and you requested one, please message me. Please let me know. Just let me know. All right. Okay, guys. Oh wait, is it still only 8:33? We still got 2 minutes. How did I do that? You guys, y'all know I shouldn't be left alone. I should never be left alone. Yeah, you know why though? Because we started like uber late. I had difficulties trying to get set up because I wasn't expecting to have to. And then when I went in to do it, the my computer just kicked me out of so many things. Yes, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Oh, Dana, 2 days ago, either yesterday or the day before yesterday, I definitely sent it. I know I sent it to you. If you don't see it, check your spam. If you still don't see it, let me know and I'll resend it. I have no problem. Um, Tamara, I sent yours at the same time as I sent Dana's. When did you get it? Yep. All right, guys. Let me catch up on these real quick. Go ahead and begin writing. The alarm is going off at 8:55. Alec, love you, bro. Hey, sis. Persephone, were you supposed to get one too? Because I don't remember seeing your email. Send me your email on Facebook if you didn't get one. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, guys. Let's see. Go to banners. Um, oh. If I sound weird, I've been having really bad allergy days, but I feel better than I sound and look. No panicking. I'm sorry. I'm so jumpy. In your close embrace. Since you are telling me goodbye, just a miracle love is real. And I saw you just oh, forgot that fast. Oh, okay. Thank you. So, that's- let's do a couple things. It is right. Don't tell me that's not right. I know that's right. What's up? Why would you do that? What? Stop being dumb. Oh my God. That's number two. Okay, let's see what I have. Some of that is cut and paste, but I have 931, half of which is not legit. Not legit. Not legit. Yeah, don't get me started. All right, so how did you guys do while I go back and catch up? Oh, message from me. Oh, thank you. That means so much. I was so nervous about the cover because it was one of those things that I really love the cover. And I thought, What if I'm the only person who likes this cover because I'm just weird? But I really love that cover. I wanted something that was simple, but still said exactly what was going on with it. Oh my God, I'm so glad you like it. Yes, thank you. Don't make me cry, Alec. Don't make me cry. I'm doing a cover reveal coming up. Rick, Alec, it's got me in tears. Doing a cover reveal really soon. And part of the fact that I was sending out the arcs, and you know how you have to remind yourself that they're arcs. No one is expecting perfection. But still, you just get nervous, and I'm like, oh my God, they're going to hate that cover. They're going to ask me, what was I thinking? Look, I got so excited that I sent it to you right away. Usually I won't fool around with email if I'm doing the stream because my computer, I love you, computer. Don't think I'm talking bad about you. I'm just being truthful. We have an honesty thing. But my computer is old. It's like 3 days older than water, okay? So it doesn't like when I try to multitask. So look at us. We were talking on Blue Streak. I don't even remember typing that. That's how crazy my life is right now. Oh, I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Can't wait to hear your words. Can't wait to hear everything. Oh, okay. Look, don't make me cry. Alec already got me. Okay. In here. Never late, Amy. No such thing as late. Oh, wow. You bought wine and cheese? I wish you were closer because I could go for some wine and cheese right now. You just do not know. You guys, you don't know how much anxiety I have been having over this. Like, I mean, of course you guys do understand anxiety and all that other stuff. But I don't know if I was sharing how anxious I have been. And I have been. Like, for one thing, like, for Shattered is the only series that I have that is not like fantasy and, you know, all kinds of paranormal stuff, because that's like my jam. And Shattered isn't that. Shattered is the first story that ever came to me that wanted to be a novel. The very first. I think I was 14 when I realized that it was going to be a actual book. And around 17 when I fleshed it out. And of course, you know, I was 17, you know, so it has morphed and grew up, you know, and changed and a million of other things as I've went along. Like, I'm so tongue-tied right now. Like, I'm so geeking. Thank you guys. I'm so glad that you love it. Oh my God. I don't know what to say right now. But it's a departure from everything else that I actually write. But it was one of those stories that, I had to tell it because the characters wouldn't shut the fuck up, number one. But it was the first one. So when I was struggling, trying to figure out what I was going to write, or not what I was going to write, but what was I going to finish? Because, no exaggeration, I got about 30 books that I have written that are up to 75, 80%. And that's it. Now, that's still a lot. But it's still nothing because nothing was complete. And I struggled last year trying to decide what was I going to complete because I loved all of them. I loved all of my stories. And I was talking to another author friend, writer friend rather. She'll be an author soon. She'll be an author very soon. And she was like, "Well, which one have you been working on the longest? Do that." And it was like, ping, duh, do that. So it doesn't make me any less in love with all the other stories. And I am happy to have such a cache, like I can pick up any one of those, finish them, and then tidy them up. So I'm glad I have, you know, 50 years of writing. No, not quite 50. Let's see. 47 years of writing under my belt. Literally dig them out, dust them off, finish them. That makes me really happy. But at the same time, it was giving me the worst anxiety because I just could not finish anything. And then when I finished this one, I, it's almost like I didn't know what to do with my hands. And then that's when the big world dropped on me. It was like, you finished it now. What if everybody hates it? What if you did all this work and everybody is like, you spent your life on this? What is wrong with you, Aphrodite? You're weird. And then I reminded myself, and I'm smiling, I reminded myself that I like it. And I love it. And I love those characters. They morphed into that one little story becoming a big story that's over 3 books. And now I have the other 2 books. Yeah, because I'm crazy. I had to write them all at the same time because of stuff that you have to plant eggs and stuff like that, but neither here nor there. So I have the other 2 books, and when I'm ready to release them, I can. So I want the world to gravitate towards them. I want the world to love them and hate them, because there's a couple characters. If I get one more message that somebody loves this particular character, I'm like, you need some therapy. Ain't no love, but okay. People like villains. But I'm just so excited. But I was and am still completely terrified. Like, here's my baby. Judge her. But I'm so glad you guys like it. Oh my God. That was the biggest thing I was scared about for so long, because I was basing how much I loved it and thought, well, you're weird, so you love it. People may not necessarily love it. Oh my God. Persephone. So you saw it, yeah. About the colors though. Let me tell you a quickie on that. I had a couple covers done. And then when I finally decided on exactly the aesthetic part of it, like what I wanted to have on it, what I didn't want it to have, what I wanted to look like, there was still the worry of what colors was it going to be. And the artist sent me several copies with different colors. So I couldn't decide because I liked them all. They were all beautiful. And then I thought, well, don't pick 100% what you like just because you like it. See what other people gravitate towards and see if they match kind of what you think. Because I liked them all. I felt like I couldn't lose. So what I did was I sent the mock-ups. They weren't as polished as that, but it didn't matter, to my collective. And I said, hey guys, vote. And that's the one that got the most votes. So I said, I'm going to leave it out of my hands and let them vote on it. And that way, no matter which one they pick, since I love them all, I was going to be okay. It was also the one that I picked, so that really made me happy. That really made me happy. Hi, Eva. See, 4 words. 4 words more than you had before you started. Hot spices. Is that a euphemism? I've been recently inspired by, I shared the drawings with some of you, with some drawings that someone did. And I'm so crazy. Like, I literally stopped in my tracks and wrote the entire outline. I wrote the backstories. I fleshed out names and middle names and nicknames and birth dates and fears. I did all that like in like 4 days. That's how inspired I got. But oh, okay. I missed you. Oh man. But that's how inspired I got by the drawings. And but I said no. You did all that. That's fine. You did your dump. Leave it to the left because you still have other things. Don't let that jump in front. And I am pretty good at following my rules when it comes down to when I plan out stuff. And I couldn't let that infringe on my last 4 days of the month. And it was also the last 4 days of the quarter for me. So today starts my Earth quarter. Who I was looking forward to it. Do you hear me? Let's see. Oh, we all have those moments when the kids, when they just take you there. I feel you. Yes, everyone, help me out. If you like it, click it. Wow. Wait, you're done something, or you were commenting that Tamara was done? Eva, wait, didn't you get an art? Did you want an art? Um, PM me on Facebook. I'll make sure you see it. I don't see. I told you, like I don't know whose emails were what. The same for you. I don't think you're. We're friends on Facebook. I'm pretty sure we're not. I don't even know if you have Facebook, Wanduji. Um, I'm easy to find because I'm up there by my name. So look for Aphrodite Hope Lee and message me your email. I know I'm trying not to cry so hard right now. So hard. Okay. Wow. Your debut is in November, or the other arc is in November? Let me know because y'all know I get confused. What is your name so we can be buddies? What is my name? You know my name. Buddies where? Because even on all my social media, well, I don't use Hope on my social media. I just use Aphrodite Lee on social media. But I think Facebook is the only place where I have my whole name. I think. Pretty sure. Oh, Nano. I'm not in Nano. I'm just doing Preptober and Nano with everybody, but I'm not official. Okay. Right. And but I'm gonna smile again because I want everybody to love it. I want the 7 billion people on the planet to get a copy of Shattered, fall in love with it, wonder what they did before they had it, the whole nine. Okay, that's what I want. I want everybody on YouTube to be like, "Oh my God, I'm so glad I read this book." I want it to be on talk shows of people going, "Where were you when you found Shattered?" That's how much I want people to love it. But honest to God, as disappointed as I will be if it isn't well received, I really love it. Like I really love that story. So I'll be okay because 7 billion people are not going to like it. 7 billions of people are never going to see it. And then other people who end up seeing it, they may read it and go, "Whoa," it's not them, and that's okay. That it really is okay because we all have different tastes. There are books out there, for example, like I'll give two examples. There are great books out there that I do not like, but I don't like them because they're just not for me. But they're really good books. And there are kind of sucky books out there that I fucking enjoy, totally tickle me to no end. I mean, that's just how the world works. And people go, "Oh my God, you like that book?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like it. I can't help it. I'm me." And then there are good books that I love and bad books that I don't like. It doesn't, that won't hurt me if someone goes, "Oh girl, I couldn't get into that," because that's an honest feeling. Like, that's not somebody going, "Ew, you suck. That's why your ass is blind because you write nasty shit," something like that. That's a personal attack. But no, I don't like this because of that. I can't help but smile because everybody isn't gonna like all of it. Like everything everybody does, I should say. Well, just for the people watching, it will be on pre-order in a couple days. The only reason it's a couple days and not today like it was supposed to be because my dumb ass forget that Amazon KDP likes to take their time when they approve shit. So when I put it in, I forgot about their 72-hour wait because I wanted it to hit today and I forgot. So, but I'll talk more about that on tomorrow's video. I'm so excited. I'm so excited and I'm so terrified. Oh my God. It happens. I am a very slow reader. Not only am I a slow reader, but on top of that, even when I do get some reading in, I can only read a little bit at a time. My brain, I'm that kid who went to sleep on fairy tales. They actually serve their purpose. Like if you start reading to me, I will fall asleep. And if I read to myself, I will fall asleep. Very programmed. We're both debuting in November. Yes, we're November babies. Oh, I adore you. I adore you. You have no idea. True. Ugh. I'm probably one of the only people who have not seen or read Lost. I plan to rectify that because my whole thing was I was going to do a vacation, some sort of sabbatical, excuse me, and marathon Lost so that I can catch up to the rest of the world. True. I heard all about the soap drama and the drama in general that was Lost. Okay. All right. Love you. If you're still here, thanks for coming and hanging out. Oh wait, I'm trying to think. It was something that I'm not okay. I'll tell you, and I hate to say this because I don't want to. I'm not bashing this book. Okay, I do not like the Hunger Games. That is not saying that the Hunger Games was bad in any way, shape, or form. The reason I don't like the Hunger Games is because I had a problem with the premise of it that you were pitting kids against each other to kill each other for sport, and I didn't like it. But what I saw of it in the movie and what I read of the book was good. Like it was, I think it was. I think it was written well. I think the movie was made well. I could not stomach watching the entire thing, so I didn't. But that's just my thing with kids. I would have had a problem with it if it was adults too, but I probably would have stuck through it if it was adults. I would have reminded myself, it's not real. You're watching actors. Stop tripping. I could not do that with kids. I can't. I don't watch anything that's gruesome with kids, which is why like something like It will never happen. And I've heard so many great things about It. I think if it's really, really, really good, it's going to be even worse on my heart. If it's as good as people say it is, it's going to probably knock me the hell out. Like, oh my God, did he just do that? I just discovered the other day that when they were saying he was eating kids, I didn't think that was literal. That he was eating the kids. I can't deal with that. No. You didn't miss the release party at all. So what's happening? There's a couple of things that's going down. The release party is November the 30th. I'm having a big old, I'll send you the flyer too on Facebook. I'm having a big old, or I'm saying big, 2 people might show up. I'm having a big party because my book is coming out. I know that I did Encounters, but I want to be clear about Encounters. Encounters, I put it out to learn how to do publishing. I didn't put it out like, oh, I wrote this book and it's supposed to be my, no. It was, I wrote Encounters in 8 days. It took me 14 days altogether from idea to published on Amazon. It was a test. Now, I wanted it to still be a decent story, but it's not my baby. It's not my book. And I'm glad I did that because I learned so many things so that now when I do Shattered, I'm a little more armed. And because I'm a crazy person and because I was terrified, I sacrificed Encounters to the KDP gods. I did not expect for people to gel with it. I did not expect that people would even find it and like it. At one point, guys, Encounters had jumped in front of Anne Rice on the top 20 list on Amazon. I'm like, what? Who am I? And now it morphed into, it's got a little fan base and people are doing fan art and it's crazy. And then someone hit me up about producing the audiobook, and now the audiobook exists. The audiobook went live like 3 days ago and it's already selling. Like, what? And I didn't promote it, or that was a fluke. And no part of me is living inside of fluke dementia. That was a fluke. I am glad that people liked it. I did want it to be good. Do not get me wrong. I didn't go, hey, let's put a piece of junk out and test. Because, my Naughty Girl name was still going to be on it. And I did plan on using my Minx Kenosha persona, so to speak, to write more adult stuff. So I didn't want my name to be trashed. But I in no way was expecting this. I expected a couple people who knew me to get it because they knew it existed. And I was going to watch how to use KDP, honestly. So that's just crazy to me. Like, it's crazy to me. I've got messages from people who were saying that they wanted to me to do interviews and stuff for that. So no, you didn't miss the party. So that happens on November the 30th, and then on December the 1st is the pajama party that for my patrons. Like, if you're inside my Patreon bubble, I'm throwing a pajama party. Of course it's gonna be virtual, but I'm gonna be in the hotel. We're gonna have a ball with that. And then for all of my YouTube friends and family, I'm going to have another pajama party, but it's still going to be exclusive. I'll send you all links who are invited to it, and that'll probably be a couple of days after that. So it'll be in December. what was the other thing? Oh, and I'm trying to figure some stuff out. And anybody who's already done it, please hit me up because your girl is lost. I'm going to do a YouTube launch as well. So hopefully I will have the trailer. It's not looking good right now, but we'll see. But no matter what, I'm going to do a giveaway night. I'm going to party my ass off. I'm going to party with you all. I have a lot of author tubers sending me books and stuff that I'm going to do giveaways for. So it'll be me trying to explain is going to make it sound really dumb, and I'm too frazzled to get it out right. But I got you. I got you all covered. I got you all covered. I have encounters to read still. No spoilers, please. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm going to give you the blurby-ish thing that I've now had to put on for it. Encounters is sort of like Quantum Leap meets the Grimm brothers. And then they hung out with some dirty erotica stuff. So it's an erotic Quantum Leap meets the Grimm brothers. But that is not spoiling it, I promise you. Yes, please hit the like button. Who in here hasn't read Encounters yet and is over 18? I want physical books and I wanted digital books, but it's based on what you can do. No pressure whatsoever. There's 3 options actually, because if you can do an ebook, you do a physical book, or for those of you who do not have your book done yet, or you have a book that's done, but you have a second book that's coming out, if you can send me like a chapter, 1 to 3 chapters of it, and I can make it into a booklet, and I will give those out as teasers at the launch party. So I have an indie author table set up at the party, and I'm putting all of you guys who send me books. You guys got your own world, and I'm making sure bitches see that stuff. I'm gonna try my damnedest to get pictures done so that I can put the pictures all around. One of the games that we're playing that we have set up is called On Blind Date with a Book. So if let's say, Dana, you sent me 2 physical books. I'm just using that as an example. I'm not saying you have to do that. Don't panic. You sent me 2 physical books. Hold on. An ebook and 3 chapters. Okay, you went the gamut. I'll do one of the giveaways on YouTube of the ebook and the physical book. Of the ebook. The 2 physical books, one of those are going to the blind date game, and I'll give you more information about that. The other one will go into the other raffles that I'm doing for the indie author table. And then obviously the teasers, they can get handed out at the party. So that's what I'm doing. That's some of the things I'm doing for it. They got nasty with the leaves. I just want to finish a book so I can have a party. Look, you finish your book, we're gonna party like the world is ending. All right, I missed some stuff. I know I did. Bear with me. Yes, I can't wait to do the pajama party. I even got some pajamas. I've never worn them, and I can't wait to wear them. And I'm hoping that some of the people who said they were coming to the launch party will go back with me to the hotel room so we can do the party. I'm hoping that happens, but it might just be me and all the other virtual people. But I'm hoping that we'll get to do that. So again, I'm having 2 pajama parties because I'm having a private one too for my patrons. Yes. I'm looking forward to that. Oh my God. I might have to keep, no, I'm just playing. So where were we? You haven't read Encounters yet? I, it's crazy. It's crazy. Part of the reason, like I don't know if I told you, haven't read it. Do you have a copy of it, Stephen? Do you need a copy? I'll get you a copy. And right now it's 99 cents on sale for the ebook. But I'll gift you a copy if you want one. Um I just need to get your email and stuff like that. But we'll talk. We'll talk. What was I gonna say? Oh, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, part of the reason why it exists too, why encounters exist, I had the idea for encounters like when I was in my 20s. The idea for it was already born, but I didn't have the nerve to write such a book, and I didn't have any stories for the book itself. Okay, so let's be clear on that. Then I was watching Cam Wilshire, my boy. Y'all don't know how much I love him. Like, I want to go hang out in Australia with him. He's so friggin' cool and so friggin' adorable. But don't tell him I said that because I don't want him to think I'm stalking him or nothing. But he is bloody adorable. So he did a challenge. He challenged himself to write a book in a day. And now he was just talking to himself. He was challenging himself. But me, Aphrodite, hears is challenge. Do it. You do it. And I was like, well, I can't do it in a day because I don't know what I'm doing. So I said, how about if I wrote a chapter a day and I just made it 9 chapters? 2 of the chapters I would write in one day. The other chapters I would write out, and then I'll get it written in 8 days. I challenged myself a chapter a day. Then I said, if I met that, I will use the rest of the time to make a cover, learn how to format an ebook and a paperback book in the size that I wanted, learn how to use KDP. And I did it in 14 days. I did it in 14 days. So that's the closest I come to like that whole do a challenge thing. But I'm just hearing challenge. You can't do it. And he was writing like, I think it was Dinosaur Erotica. I have to go back and watch it. But it was making fun. Oh, I remember he wrote, it was like The Bachelor, and one of the contestants was a T-Rex girl, and one was a Sasquatch girl, and one was a big booty thick girl, or whatever. I forgot. It was hilarious, but the whole time I'm watching it, my brain was going, challenge, 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 challenge. I have to do it. And then I said, this will be perfect. I'll learn how to use KDP. Yeah, that's a good question. I have so much fun in my Patreon, guys. I have so much fun. It's like a playground for me because I get to share all the stuff that I'm writing that the rest of the world doesn't really get to see. They get to see my process. They get to see my fuck ups. They get to see my stories morph into what they end up being. You know, I get really good feedback. I love that. I love it. I know. I want us to have like a big meetup place, like in the middle of the United States somewhere. Well, and it's obviously wouldn't be central to everybody that we deal with, but it'd be central to the people that are in North America. And we just all get together and have a big ass party and celebrate us, celebrate who the fuck we are. Oh my God. But nerds can party their asses off. Right? That would be so much fun. Like, don't think haven't been looking into this. Your girl's poor. But I pretend like I have money. And then I say, okay, I have XYZ thousands of dollars to spend. Let's rent a mansion and we all get together and party. Yes, I do. and then I work backwards and try to figure out how we actually gonna do it. The pre-order, any minute now, it should go live. No way for me to know. I'm assuming that by Thursday it'll be live. I hope so, because tomorrow is I'm doing the like reveal, cover reveal, and all that other stuff. So hopefully the pre-order. It was supposed to be today, but again, that was my miscalculation. And thank God for Jenna Moresi, because I forgot all about it. And she was like, she hit me up like, girl, you gotta get your pre-order. I'm like, oh, pre-order, I forgot. And what makes it sad is, like, if you look through my planner, pre-order date wasn't even written in. So thank God for her. It's up to you. Like, I don't want you to feel like I was pressuring you in any way. Send me whatever you want to share. What do you mean? Like merch wise and stuff? Because I am going to be doing raffles and giving away stuff. I'm trying to get t-shirts that I can give away, but I also want the t-shirts to represent the book, so that even though people who will be coming to the party are not familiar with the characters, there are some people coming who are very familiar. Like the whole collective, they're ready. All right, Stephen, find me on Facebook and send me your email. Don't put it in here. You will get spammed like crazy. I don't know if you're in the AuthorTubers group, #AuthorTubers. If you're not, my name on Facebook is Aphrodite Hope Lee. It's my whole name. So you will be able to find me. Plus my picture's up there. You'll see me. Eva, that is an incredible gift. Oh my God. I didn't even think about stuff like that. See, this is what I'm saying. You guys are so fucking amazing. That is an incredible gift. We will talk. What's iCam? Oh, I love Cam. Yes, isn't he adorable? And he's so sweet. He's so sweet. He's younger than my son. So I'm not going to use the S word. But yeah, he is. I don't know what that symbol is. Yes, I'm not kidding. Y'all think I'm joking, but I've been researching for a couple weeks now. And the only reason I haven't really talked about it is because I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm looking for like what do you call them? Bed and breakfasts that can handle like 30 of us. And we'll be sleeping on top of each other. Oh my God, it's gonna be so funny. St. Louis is such. Okay, let me tell you a secret, Eva. I am very geographically challenged. I have no idea what St. Louis is. No idea. But now that you said that, I'm gonna look and I'm gonna see what I can find there. It really would be fun. It really would be fun. Oh my God, we would get on each other's nerves. It would be amazing. We can wear our tribe shirts. See, but I was thinking the opposite, Alec, because I was thinking like, what if we did it when it was chilly, when it was getting chilly, so we can sit around the fireplace and act real dumb, drink hot cocoa or Moscato, and that way it's cold. If it's cold, we're inside and we're all in our little snow bunny outfits and we're sitting on the floor, just having a good time, pretending that we're not writers for 5 minutes, but we're going to end up on the writing subject or the art subject or the editing subject or something, the business side subject. But then we will also talk about pretty boys. Oh my God. You're a desert rat. felt like just about everybody, no matter with the 4 seasons, and people have their likes and their dislikes, but I think everybody can tolerate fall because it's warm and it's just getting to where you're getting the cool breezes. Whereas spring, first of all, I'll be dead because I'm allergic to, like, when the trees start having sex, I have to stay in the house with the air conditioning. I can't hang. Summer, I'm the person, like, if we went to the beach, I'm the person who stayed at the beach house and started cooking stuff for when everybody came back in. Winter, I like snow, but I know people don't. So the people who don't will be in the house cooking while I was out playing snow. But fall, I don't know anybody who can't tolerate fall. I don't do anything below 70, and that's 70. My house right now is about 60. Like, I can't sleep. The cover reveal video should go live, I think 8 tomorrow. I don't remember what time I set it up. Then that's providing everything goes okay, because I've been having a lot of trouble with YouTube. Anybody else been having trouble with YouTube? Oh, wow, that's so cool. I can't wait till I do not know, but the minute it goes live for pre-order, I'm telling everybody, I might do a premiere. Matter of fact, I think I will. But see, I don't mind that. I like cold weather. Right. Are you going to do a YouTube release party? And if you do, teach me your ways. Awesome. I'm going to do a live premiere party, and I may drink. I may. But the only way I'll do that is if somebody else is with me. If somebody else is here with me. I may do it from my bedroom. That way, if I drink something, I can just go sleep. Y'all might see me pass out on camera and like, damn, she's still live streaming up in that bed, snoring away. So free is the only reasonable fee. Oh my God. Oh my God, you're too much. Oh. We need to get another sprint in, but let me check everybody. I know, right, Eva? You're freaking amazing right now. Like, you always are amazing, but you're blowing me away right now. Don't feel like that. See, here's the thing about feedback. First thing, as long as it's honest. Now, there are people who don't know how to be, what do you call it, who are honest but mean. And I don't really mean mean. They don't know how to say stuff to get it across. Like, you're not helping me by telling me that you think I'm ugly with my fake gray hair. Because y'all see my gray hair. Y'all see what I tried. I sprayed in my silver. But that doesn't help me saying stuff like that. But telling me that you didn't like my hair because, and then you went blah blah blah. You could say the same thing but word it differently and get a better, make a better impact. I can't talk right now. Yeah, see, Tiffany, thank you. Again, chilly, not cold. Alec, we will wrap our arms around you, or get a pretty boy to wrap his arms around you. We'll help you out. I'll be by the fireplace too. Stink bugs. What are stink bugs? I've heard that all my life. I do not know what a stink bug is. Fall is my favorite season. Give me autumn. Give me autumn. Oh my. Do they actually stink or they just call them that? But it's true. That's what happens in spring. First of all, y'all know I'm not from your planet. I don't originally hail here because I'm allergic to everything on it. Everything. So the gods that created this planet laugh at me having to be here because trees having sex actually makes me gets me sick. Grass growing gets me sick. Cutting the grass gets me sick. Sometimes the temperature of the air, again, another reason why I don't like the heat, gets me sick. So that's how I know I'm not from this planet originally. Okay, that'll work. Right, it's just perfect. And Persephone, you're in charge of all that. You're in charge of the seasons. I would love to roll down a hill. I haven't rolled down a hill in so long. Huh? Right. Yeah, it'll do that. Depending on what you're saying, you gotta be careful. I was sending messages in chat so many times. I'm like, why aren't my messages showing up? Y'all are best. I can't with y'all. Oh, you like to edit? Ugh. Ugh. I know one other person who said that they like to edit. I don't like to edit any damn thing, especially not a book. Tactful. That's the word I was looking for. That's the word I was looking for. I couldn't, again, my brain. It's okay. I think, to be honest with you, no one wants to hear that if I handed you the book to be edited, I handed you the book that I thought was good to go. No one wants to get their book back looking like a bloody horror show. Read out, read everything read and all sorts of stuff. No, you don't want to, but then you do. Because it is so much better for someone to say, girl, your participles are dangling. What the fuck? Your participles are dangling. Oh my god, there's a run on sentence. Do you know what a gerund is? Clearly you do not. It is better for someone to tear that shit apart and let you know than for you to put out something that's seriously flawed. And I mean seriously flawed, not flawed because, you know, published books have flaws. It happens. I hear you. Right? See, we'll think of some stuff. We'll tell Cam to come and hang out. I'm just kidding. Cam, if you're watching this, I'm playing. Ew, like a skunk? Ew, that sounds so gross. Why are bugs and insects so clever? Y'all ever notice that about the insect kingdom? Them mofos are gotta be some clever bitches. Ugh. I kind of want to see one, but then I don't. Oh, speaking of schoolgirl, guess what? My party, my release party has a theme to it. Since the book is a school based book. Sorry, I hope that wasn't loud when I hit the mic. So anybody that shows up to party dressed in schoolgirl attire or school uniform, because boys and girls, it doesn't matter what they wear. My son may show up in a kilt. He may show up in a skirt because he's my son. I love him so much, but he's special. But coming in uniform, they get extra raffle tickets and stuff. So I can't wait to see people showing up in uniform, looking like Sailor Moon up in there. Right. Yes. Persephone handles that. Well, I would say, let's see, Persephone influences it because her mom freaks out. Because when she's gone, her mom freaks out, and that causes all the seasons. So, yeah, they stay. I don't like anything in the editing genre, in the editing family. You know what? That I can understand because I have edited for other people and didn't mind it. And I know the rules. And I'm really proud of the fact that I actually do know the rules. But I don't follow all the rules because my style is a little, it is what it is. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to give too much of this when you're reading. But at the same time, I do believe that you should know rules before you break them. So that's my thing. But again, the rules don't always apply. Plus, people don't do not speak perfect English or whatever language is your first language. No one perfectly speaks their first language. So if you write it and it's something that your English teacher will give 100, it may not flow as well because we as individual humans, we don't talk like that. So I get the rules. The rules are literally only in place so that you can understand what you're reading. Most times, if you don't have a fucking Oxford comma, you still understood what the fuck you read. So don't get me going. I do too. I don't use my views on the rules with someone else's work. I 100% go in and make them aware. Well, this is the other thing. The way you did this, the dialogue tag isn't correct. Blah blah blah. I will do that, but let them decide if that was a mistake or it was on purpose. See, see, we here. Oh, really? Okay. It smells bad when it's not just stink, it's stank. Yeah, if you for the party, dress up like a schoolgirl. Sailor Moon. Look, my fat ass is gonna be for I'm singing a song at the launch, and I'm gonna be in the schoolgirl uniform. I'm gonna be in a Halstead prep uniform from the book. Not all day, but for that part, I'm gonna be in that uniform. So my fat ass can be in a little mini skirt with a pleated mini skirt, wiggling my bootay all around, shaking my thigh. Anybody can. That's so great. Like you making my heart sing. Nope. As soon as you put the word editing in it, I hate editing. The main reason I hate editing is because no matter how much I try to do, it's like I wasted my time. I write pretty clean to begin with, but even that is still really flawed. And I can send it. Like when I got my piece edited, and yes, it was a bloody horror show when my editor when he sent me my stuff back. And but I was really proud of the fact that the majority of it I did on purpose. I was really proud of that. Right. That's like I used to do tarot for people and now I do it. I still do it, but I have a group of people that I will do it for because to be honest with you, it takes a lot out of me. It's a lot of work and it takes a lot out of me. Hashtag the worst. Oh my God. I feel like I fell so far behind. Bear with me, everyone. I can even, to be honest with you, I can bear red even when it is, but only because I think when they do that, they tell on themselves, and I know how to take them. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what your actual problem is. You know, it's like the broken clock. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. Okay, my lovelies, answer this question for me because I've been meaning to ask, and I always forget, or I'm never the one who is talking. I'm always in chat. What does CIS mean or stand for? CIS. What does that mean? I have tried so hard to figure out. You know how some things you can like when someone says you're lesbo or les, that you can break down that that's for lesbian or hetero. You can break down that that's heterosexual, homosexual. But I don't know what the hell cis means, or not what it means. I know what it means. I don't know what it is. What is that word from? Please, someone tell me. Whatever, you know what I mean. Terminology. Right. My editor, by the way, who is friggin' amazing, is also a writer. He's a writer, and it was he asked me to go through his book, and not so much like I wasn't doing like a line edit or anything, but I was doing the story edit, and it was so refreshing and funny to me at the same time that just like what we were talking about, he could recognize my mistakes but couldn't see the mistakes that he was making, and vice versa. Like the mistakes that he legit found that were mistakes, I would have never caught them. And when I was reading his, which by the way, he is an amazing writer. Like I can't wait till stuff comes out. But there was definite, like I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I was saying, nope, if you do this, you got to, I don't want to say, I can't even give you a description of what it was. But basically, you know how you have a character who, that still would be giveaway. What he was doing didn't make sense for the story, and I was telling him a better way to say exactly what he was still trying to say. Really, basically, what it came down to. But he didn't catch that, and he was like, "Wow, okay, oh my goodness, I see what you're saying." Right. If you know yourself, you know yourself. You get it. Okay, y'all are talking to each other, not me. I didn't realize that. I swear, that's so y'all slow I am. Elsie Clemens. Cis means the gender you were born with. Right. No, I know I said that really wrong. I know what it means. What is cis? Like, where does that come from? What is it short for? What is it? I don't understand how the gender you were born with became the word cis. That's what I was trying to ask. I'm sorry. Uh, Look, I don't know words. I guess a word origin. So much easier if I had just said that I know. Right. Right. Okay. I really, that part I did know. I'm sorry. I just don't know where the word cis comes from. Is it short? Like, is it CIS? Is it short for something? Is it, what do you call it? An acronym? I was just trying to figure out what cis was. I know what it means. Yeah. Every time I see that, I'm like, what is that? Etc. Etc. Okay. And by the way, hello, Elsie. Again, okay. So now these sound like acronyms. Are they acronyms? And if they're acronyms, what do they stand for? Thank you. I had no idea. Never seen that before in my life. I love you, sis. Sis, SIS, sis. I love you, Persephone. Thank you. That was absolutely driving me crazy. Like, I kept seeing it and kept seeing it. I'm like, I'm not making the connection with that word. Right, so they were acronyms. Got you. Got you. I feel like I know something. My mother taught me the difference when I was really little. Really little. Now think about that. My mother taught me when I was little. And my mom don't play that whole um what do you call it? Judging motherfuckers. My mom don't play that. All right, guys, thank you for helping me out with that one because that was bugging me for so long. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We need to do one more writing sprint, I would say. Shit, it's 10 o'clock. We've been talking for a very long time. Um, I'm sorry, I'm just reading the things. I don't want to click them all because this takes me forever to get out of them. Right. Yeah. I knew what all the words meant except for the what was it? The AFAB and the A. I knew what everything else meant. I knew what cis meant. I just didn't know where it came from. All right, guys, let's write. Okay. Well, that's good. So you'll be ready. You're in the Preptober mood, and that's why we're here. Steve, don't forget, message me on Facebook. Don't do it on YouTube. I will never find it. Or on Twitter. You can message me on Twitter if we're friends on there. One of the two, so I can get your email. Oh yeah, they're not dreadful. My hair is not dreadful. They're locked. My hair is really short. It doesn't like to grow fast enough for me to do that. I think we do. I'm pretty sure we do. Just find me, send me an email in a private message, and I will get it to you. All right. Now, for real, guys, it's 10 o'clock. Let's do a 15 and see. Well, let's do a 20 because we talked a hell of a lot and see what we get from there. And if my eyes want to keep working, then we go on. If not, I may have to bail because I got a lot to do. Like I will be back on here tomorrow anyway. Jeez, guys, we really did talk a long time. It's like an hour. So yeah, we were crazy. So let's see. 20 after, guys. Let's do this. Scared the shit out of me. Guys, I need like 5 more minutes. Bear with me. Maybe not 5, but just give me a few more seconds. All right. Let's see. I did everything I was supposed to do. How'd you guys do? Cheesy peasy. This thing says I have 34 messages in the 20 minutes. You guys are having a good old time. Let's see. I don't even know how far back. So I'm assuming most of this was y'all talking to each other. Yes, it is what it is. I love y'all. Guess what, Tamara? I actually have used it. When I'm on Stephen Partridge's Discord, and we would have like little group meetings where everybody get together and talk, and I try not to talk too much and fail. Now, I'm not on anybody's Discord anymore because Discord was not making my computer happy. And it makes me so sad because I know there's so much groovy stuff going on in Discord. So I can't wait to get another computer. I actually have a laptop. The problem with the laptop is that my vision is too bad for me to really work with it. I'm waiting to get my HDMI cable so I can hook it to the television because I have a big giant television, and that's how I see when I'm working on stuff. So when I get a HDMI cable for it, then I will do that. But it's fun for me, especially with my challenges, to just be able to talk to everybody and not have to do the typing. Like where I love this, but I would love this even more if all of us were talking to each other. You don't see anybody, but it's still fun. It's like a telephone call. You mean on my phone? Yeah, that's one of my many alarms. I've been having trouble with Twitter. I've been having trouble with YouTube. Like, I'm going to be really sad this next week if things aren't acting right. Negative 15 words. So, editing? Yeah, I saw. I didn't watch the clip, but I saw a picture. That's okay. It's late, and what is it? It's pushing 10:30 here, which technically isn't very late for me, but I need to get some rest because I have to get my brain is not trying to get work done. Like, I've been frazzled for the past 2 days, so clearly I need to catch up on some sleep. Let me tell you something else. I'm that person. I love outlining. I get so excited putting outlines together. I really do. Don't let it stress you. Don't even worry about like structuring it. Like if you have a certain way that you want your outlines to be and look and form and stuff, that's fantastic. But if the way is making you want to pound your head into the wall at that particular time, then just don't do it any old kind of way that gets it out of your head and onto the paper, and then fix it. Don't let it drive you crazy. Do not let it drive you crazy. If you're in a, like, I don't know what's going on with the outlining thing, but let's say you're just having trouble because your middle isn't ready, then fuck it. Skip the middle. Write down what you do know, even if it's not in order. Like when I do my initial dumps, whatever's coming to me chronologically, I'll bullet, went to the store, came back home, this and the third, blah, blah, blah. And then when it starts getting, well, I know that I want him to go to the farm. I just don't know where that happens. Then they don't get bullets. They get like asterisks because they're not in sequence. And then I'll put all my asterisk stuff that I know that I want to happen, but it just doesn't have a place. And then anything else, like, oh, I know I want it to happen before this, but after that, just all I'm trying to say is don't let outlining drive you crazy. Don't let it drive you crazy. If you are completely quote unquote blocked, like I never get blocked, but if you are blocked, skip it, write something else. Skip it. If it's just not coming to you, skip it. If you really get to where even that doesn't work, whatever you do know, like you might have a couple scenes, then forget about outlining and write some drafts of those scenes. Because I've noticed that when I write, when I'm not 100, like if my outline isn't at 100, I notice that when I write my other stuff, other things start making sense and it gels. Like, oh shit, yeah, put that in there, blah blah blah, and then it'll make itself happen. The other thing you can do, if you're blocked and your outline is just like and you've written scenes and it's like, do something what I like to call story adjacent. Story adjacent. Start writing up. Let's say, this is a really bad example. Let's say you have a room where your MC spends a lot of time in. Write everything about that damn room. Just write about the room. Write about how she has books piled up in the corner and the walls are green for some reason and whatever. And she loves the room, but she's promising herself she's going to paint it purple one day, whatever. Just anything that's connected to the story, but probably not going to make it in the story. Because that will stir juices up too. Because then you'll get to like, why does she have piles and piles of books on the floor all the time? But the rest of the room is pristine. That sets her personality. Well, why is personality that way? Whatever. Bad example. Point is, do something story adjacent. Pull one of your sub characters. Not even your B characters, one of your C characters. Pull them out, put them on the page, describe them head to toe from the moment they were born to whatever age they are in the story. Like if the story starts and they're 20, well, start from when they were born. Where were they born? Where were they born? What's their damn sign? Did they move to where they are now? What age was it? Did they fall from a bike? Are they afraid of dogs? Anything just to get juices flowing. Ultimately, when you do that, you will unlock the block. You will unlock the block. I promise you. It's the craziest thing. I have notebooks full of character breakdowns and bios that I'm the only person who knows it. Like, I don't know what that was. I'm going to use another bad example. Like, my antagonist's favorite color is blue. Nowhere in the book is it even mentioned. Nowhere. But I know his favorite color is blue. And when they make the Netflix series of it, You will see it because he'll be wearing a lot of blue. But I'm just saying, do something story adjacent. See, I'm glad it wasn't just me. I got a thumbs down on one of my videos. I can't remember which one it is. I gotta look. And it was the same video where I know it was probably the same person because he was called me an ugly bitch. And I took such offense to that, and I was so upset because I am not a bitch. I'm like so not a bitch. And I might be ugly. You can't hurt my feelings with what I look like because I look like what the fuck I look like. I don't care. I don't have to be cute, but I'm not a bitch. It really hurt. Like I not so much I consider like not having my channel anymore, but I really like pulled back. Like I don't even want to be on camera anymore because I'm a clown. And what did I say? I watched that video 800 times trying to figure out what did I say that warranted that. Oh my God, like it hurt so bad. And usually, I ain't gonna lie, like this isn't me being like all ego and all this stuff. Usually, if I don't know you, I don't care about you, you don't care about me, you can't hurt my feelings. You can call me anything you want. It doesn't hurt my feelings because I don't care about your opinion because I don't care about you. But if you're like my friend, my best friend, Eva. Okay, I have like a best friend named Eva. If Eva came in here and called me ugly or did something that put me down, it would hurt me to my core. But if some stranger was like, hey, you know, this and that, I'm like, your opinion, you're right to it. I don't give a fuck. There are plenty of boys that like all this. So I'm good. But for whatever reason, I don't know why, that hurt me so bad. It hurt me so bad. And then, but I was real happy because like all the AlterTube people kind of attacked him. And I'm not saying that I was proud of the attack. I was proud that people took up for me because I never had that in my entire life. What I would have is someone like, oh, you're an ugly bitch. And then everybody would laugh and like, hey, yeah, she is ugly bitch. You know, I never had somebody go, hey, whoa, what the fuck? And that happened and it just felt good. But don't let the thumbs down get you. The thing about getting a thumbs down and a thumbs up, the algorithm just counts it as a check. It doesn't count it as a negative. So it's almost like they took the time to click it and you got a point. So don't take that to heart. Someone took the time to go, ew, I don't like this video. You just got a point. And also F them. Now, for all I know, I may have thumbs down on other videos. I haven't gone back and looked. I just happened to see that because it was when it happened, I was going back to check the video to watch it. And I saw that it had a thumbs down. I'm like, oh, wow, somebody thumbs it down. For why? What did I do? And then I went into the comments and I saw that comment and it just, it knocked the wind out of me. I ain't gonna lie. It took a lot. It really did. Yeah. I've always been like, I hate those words like plotter, pantser, and plantser. I hate those words so much. But because I don't have anything else to use, I always have to say, yeah, I'm a plotter. I am a hardcore plotter. I've always plotted. I didn't always plot in the way that I plot now, which is way more productive, mind you. But I've always planned out my writing because, like, people always say, "Oh, you get formulaic," and it's just like, no, it doesn't. Like, if you're writing the story in your head, then you plan the story in your head. It is really okay to write down a map, a blueprint, a plot as you go that you can check off. I don't know why people put that down. Like, oh no, I have to just write what, like, we write what we thinking too. We just write a guide to keep us on track. And it doesn't mean that we have to stay on that track, because I jump tracks every time I write. I rewrite outlines as much as I probably do drafts. I didn't see what that said. And the thing is about somebody giving you a thumbs down, you don't know what part of it they gave you a thumbs down on unless they said to you, you know, I didn't like when you said that blue people shouldn't hang out with yellow people. I didn't agree with that. But the rest of it was okay. But that whole, don't tell me blue people can't hang out with yellow people, because they do. You know, you just never know. I rarely give somebody a thumbs down. The video, as a matter of fact, even if I don't like a video, I don't thumb it down, because I'm like, I'm all about, you have the right to say and feel how you want. If I thumb down your video, you said some racist, bigoted, mean-spirited, dumb shit. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to let you know you lost your mind. We live on this planet together, and you need to get a clue. You are not here alone. Okay. You know what? Then work on the part that you want to work on tonight, and then get yourself back into the groove. Because I do, like, I am that person who schedules out after I do my outline, I take my outline, I schedule out my writing. So if I had, I'm making fake numbers. If I had 100 scenes to write, so 100 bullets, and you know what? I know that I can do 4 of those scenes, and that's all I'm going to do. And I would break it up. So if I'm going to do, let's use 5. 5 is easier. That breaks into 20. That means I have 20 days of writing. If I do 5 scenes, that's 20 days of writing, and then I have 100 done. If I get to one of the days where one of them isn't working, then I don't do it. I do something adjacent. And then I come back in the groove and readjust. Gotcha. A dumpster fire. You know, I didn't learn what that meant until last year. I tell you, you kids and your colloquialisms. I I plot after I do a lot of dumping. I hate that word too, but for right now, dumping is what it is. But it doesn't mean that you're not writing, like, you're not being flowy with it though. No, you crazy is what you are. I wish I was cute. I ain't gonna lie. I used to wish when I was growing up, because I just spent so much of my time being bullied and hit on and mistreated for not being pretty, cute, attractive, the whole nine. And I'm sorry, it is what I heard 24/7 from more than one person. So it's not like I got it in my head, oh, woe is me, I'm so ugly and I hate the way I look in the mirror. I literally used to look in the mirror and go, I don't see what's so wrong. Why is what I look like so ugly? I didn't get it. And then if I'm in the house with my mother, with my father, with my sisters and brothers, they thought I was like the best thing since sliced bread. So I didn't get it. I didn't understand why people were so cruel. But I will say this: it's all I ever got. It's all I ever got. From kindergarten to college is all I ever got. I remember getting off the bus. I mean, not getting off the bus, getting on the bus to go home. And I'd be terrified because it would be a barrage of attacks always. And then, oh my God, we don't want her to sit next to me. I used to be really small, so I know it's hard to believe because I got all this going on now. But I used to be small, and they're like, ew, we don't want it sitting next to us. And then this, I'll never forget. I think I was like, I had been like 28 or 29 because I had my baby. I had my son when I was 27, and I was on the bus with him and some school kids, and you would think that that would be over with, like you don't have to worry about school kids anymore. And I was on the bus, and I was going across town to see my sister. I'm holding him, and these kids were laughing at me and pointing at me, and and it just hurt. It just took me back, and it was hurting so bad. And then they started speaking in French, and I just remember sitting there going, "Bitch, I know what you just said." And I guess they thought they were being clever, And the one girl, she kept saying, like, "What is it? What is it? I guess que say, I guess que say." And so I turned to her, and I said something. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something along the lines of, "What I am is a grown ass woman, and you are a child. Stay in your place." And it shocked the fuck out of her because she thought she was being slick by saying it in French. Like, I went to fucking school. I speak French for, but it wasn't what she was saying that hurt. It was the fact that she wanted to hurt me. Does that make sense? Because I tell people that all the time, like, it's not the fact that you being an asshole, dick, jerk, whatever the fuck you want to be. It's the fact that it was really important to you that you actually tried to hurt me, and that's what hurts me. So, and I just remember holding my baby going like, when does this go away? Why does my being ugly bother you? And that was the other thing, like, okay, I'm not cute. Why does it hurt you? Why is this important to you? Are you talking about the troll kept trolling the live stream? No. I'm not sure who you're talking about, but this person, I forgot his name. It was a kid. It turned out that it was a kid. Who are we talking about? He blocked you. You can block people on YouTube? Tell me how to block people on YouTube. There's a couple people I want to block. What are you talking about? I missed something. Yeah. Oh, the thing. Okay, I'm back. Y'all know. Look, I told you I'm an old lady and it's a night. Even if I don't care, I tend to not care about what you did. The whole thing, calling me a bitch, did hurt my feelings. I don't call people bitches unless I mean you're a bitch. Like, you know how people say, "Oh, that's my bitch. Oh, I fucks with her. That's my bitch." And I don't like that. And it's okay if you do it, but I don't do it. And I don't refer to my friends as bitches because I grew up in a time when if you call somebody bitch, that was like the worst thing you can call them. And I guess that's why it hit me so bad. Like, what did I do? I'm not a bitch. I'm not crazy. If he said, crazy, shut up, ugly, crazy chick, I'd have probably laughed. True. I don't know. Why does the word snitches sound familiar? Look, I did Dr. Seuss by mistake, y'all. Look at me. Yeah, it takes a lot. You really, but I will say, if I thumb down your video, I tell you quick. Like, really, really, you need to rethink. Timestamp 3 3 minutes and 1 second in when you said that because you lost your mind. I've done it. You can see me fighting with people all over you too. And I don't think it's wrong to have I don't think it's wrong to have to say when you don't agree with something to say something. But I do pick my battles. Like I'm not going to argue with idiots. I'm not going to throw my pearls of wisdom to fools. I will say what I have to say, then I'm out. Right. It just hurt. I think it hurts that people want to hurt. Does that make sense? You know what? I don't do that either because I've heard people. My sister would say to me, not one of my sisters would say to me, "We just going to agree to disagree." But what she's really saying is, "You're wrong, I'm right," and now I don't want to hear what you have to say anymore. No, we're not going to agree to disagree. I said you're wrong. You say I'm wrong. I don't give a fuck. I'm right. Sorry. But I rarely get there. I rarely do. I can't lie. I do not mess with political posts. If someone says something new, and for lack of a better term, like we've heard all the Dems of this and the Republicans of that and the this one's of that, it's old hat. Now if somebody comes up with something new, I might go, oh, okay, wait, I might have to speak on that. Thank you. Only people on YouTube say that. I've even had I've even gone out with people who I consider friends. It doesn't matter. I'm always the ugly one, and I don't want to sound like I don't have a problem with it. I would love to not be ugly or considered ugly. I would, but I just don't understand why it's anybody else's problem what I look like. Who's good at D&D? Are you talking about me? I was such a fool. I felt so bad. I was like, they're probably not going to invite me back because I talk so damn much. But I got so excited. I was like, I'm going to get my gold, bitches. And I think what was lucky for me is that my folks and my family were so amazing. Because at first, I guess, I don't know how to say it without sounding conceited. Like, I just didn't believe people at first when they said it. Like, what do you mean I'm ugly? Because my father told me the other day that he only made beautiful babies, and he made the most beautiful babies in the world, and I was his baby. Blah, blah, blah. So you must be mistaken. But no, I've never had anybody in person tell me that they thought I was attractive, that I was beautiful, that I was pretty, that I was cute, ever in my almost 60 years. YouTube is fired. What happened? Oh, you know what? You just have to get to the point where you remind yourself, and I don't know, like, not to get all spiritual or anything, because however you believe is how you believe, but that there are no mistakes. Like, you came exactly the way you're supposed to be, so you can't be wrong. So you can't not be enough. Again, this is why when people say such mean things, I don't understand why they feel the need. And it's like, well, are you so empty? Is your well so dry that you want to come and try to empty mine? Because I was good. I'm doing good. I got all these buckets. People coming out, coming past singing, throwing pennies in. I'm good. What is wrong with you? Go back to your well and figure your shit out. Don't try to take shit from mine because I don't get that. And no, your well might be prettier than my well, but my well is still the bomb. This is the thing with me with the word bitch. And again, I grew up in a time when somebody was calling you a bitch, they were calling you a female dog, which is what a bitch is. And if you were being called a female dog, because in the male society, being female is already low and wrong and insignificant, and being a dog is low and less than and blah 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 than human. When humans need to check themselves, we the low man on the totem pole, and as far as animals go, as far as I'm concerned. But it was meant as to be a double derogatory thing. You are a weakless, useless female. You are a weakless, useless dog. When somebody called you that, so the fact that it's embraced now, it's just the same way like black people will embrace the N word. I will never embrace it. Never. You call me that, I take it for what it is. I take it for what it was meant as a derogatory put down. And I'm not going to walk around and go, oh, yeah, that's my N word. Oh, yeah, no. No, you are not my lazy, good for nothing, worthless person. That's what the damn word means. And it was meant to keep a certain group of people down. Never will I. I'm also the kind of person, like every once in a while I will slip up. But you know how people go, oh, that's bad. When I was a kid, I wouldn't say that. Because when it said you were bad, you were good. Oh, that's the shit. And what was the other one? That's dope. I grew up with something was dope. That was bad. Dope was for dummies. That was one of our lines. Dope is for dummies. So I get things like just say something is cool is a colloquialism too. And you mean like, oh, this is so cool. But I never would take negative words and then let them turn around and be positive words. And then now there's the status quo. I'm going over my bitch house. What? I can't, y'all. I just can't. That's just me. And again, like I have a friend who constantly calls me a bitch. And she means it in like the nicest way ever. And I understand that that's what she means. And I don't have any words. That's just how she talks. But no, I'm not there. I pity the fool, the 18. I like the 18 so much. And I even like the movie that came out not too long ago. Because I love me some Howlin' Mad Murdoch. And Howlin' Mad Murdoch is from Baltimore, the actor. Is from Baltimore. And then he wound up being Barkley on motherfucking Star Trek, The Next Generation. I was so happy. I was so happy. I love the fact that Mr. T was this big masculine dude and he was terrified of flying. I love that they always had to knock him out or drug him or trick him to get him on a plane. And the face, oh man, like that show was so stereotypical, like the 4-man crew. Actually, it was a 5-man crew because of the girl, but I forgot his name. But the leader of the 18 didn't like the fact that they had girls. He didn't like having a girl. So she always got grief because of that. But that's his personal problem. The way that it's set up was a 5-man crew. And actually, the way you use it would make better sense. Like, you know what? I'm done with you. We ain't talking no more. That's not what my sister means. My sister uses that to try to act like she wins the fight. And because I know that, it just makes me more mad. I make sure I get the last word. You say K, I say, oh, you're dumb. Terrible thing. Name calling. You start calling people names in arguments, you just put them on the defense and they stop listening to you and they go into, now I got to defend myself. Make a sandwich. Y'all are making me hungry. That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. Oh, but see, I'm a really don't fight with me, and I'm just not a good person to fight with. I'm really good at fighting. Huh? I do not know what I said that broke your heart, but I am so sorry. Please do not be sad over craziness that I say. Please do not. I'm fine. Yeah, I'll stop. I won't argue with somebody who's spending all their time trying to prove their point and not listening to what you're saying. Because literally, I mean, people, you could disagree with somebody who has a valid point, but the part that's infuriating is that they're not trying to hear yours. And they're not trying to wiggle and say, well, wait a minute, let me see where you're coming from. That's why I used to like debating in school. I really like debating because the way our debate coach would do it, you could never fight. You could never debate or argue the point that you agreed with. So whenever we had subjects that would come up, let's say black versus white, I mean literally the colors, not the color of people. You have black versus white. You might have a little bit of gray, but mostly have black versus white. And then we would, well, this is that and this is the other thing. Coach would then pick somebody from the black crew, somebody from the white crew, and they had to fight the other side. They had to put the fence together to prove the other point. I personally thought that was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We used to say that. See, Ayana is from Maryland too. She doesn't live that far from me. We used to say that too when someone would call us that word and they meant it as a put down because you were a woman in charge of your shit. So we took it and we used to say, well, that's right, I'm a bitch, being in total control of herself. And that's why we would say it, because we just tossed it back at whoever tried to put us down for being strong. And I said only a weak-minded man or a weak-minded person would feel the need to call me a bitch because they're scared. Like that dude who's on all over Facebook talking about women, he's a Republican, and not to put Republicans down because I do not agree that Republicans are evil. We just got a crazy one in office, but I digress. He only been a Republican for what, 3 years now, 4 years, not even 4 years. He was Democrat all his damn life. So everybody forgets that. But okay. Where he was saying that women shouldn't be allowed to go to college so they wouldn't be smarter than their husbands. And first of all, I went off on that. Like, first of all, dummy, educated, and intelligence don't mean the same thing. You could be an intelligent person and never went to school. So your statement is already wrong and stupid. But for him to say something like that just shows that how weak he is. Right. I understand. I really do. I really do. I just don't like it. I'm never going to convert. say the N word used, but y'all time. I use the words all the time. Oh, don't. I'm not saying I don't say the N word, and I'm not saying that I don't call people bitches. But when I'm doing it, I mean it in a derogatory way. I've never called somebody a bitch that I was like that I liked didn't want to hug. Hey, bitch, no. If I called you a bitch, because we were 2 seconds away from probably throwing hands. Oh, I use the word, but I don't use it endearingly, if that makes sense. Dude. Okay, everybody in my world is a dude. Like when I'm talking to people, I usually call everybody girl. But when I'm writing people, I notice I call them dude and kiddo. Dude and kiddo are my things. I call people kiddo and I call people dude. I mean, writing. Talking, I call everybody a girl. And that came from not meaning gender at all. I'm like, girl, guess what? So such and such. I have one friend, his cousin actually came to him one time and was like, can you ask Aphrodite to stop calling me a girl? And I was like, I never once called him a girl. And I said, oh, I know what he's talking about because I'm starting off my sentence going, girl. I really, that's just me. I'm weird. And then what's the other thing? Oh, and people who are younger than me, I will call them shorty. So I'm like, shorty, so-and-so, such and such. Well, that will hurt somebody's feeling if they are short and have a complex. They don't realize that you're calling them shorty because they're young. So I got in a little bit of trouble for those. Dude, yeah, dude. My mother didn't even do, you know how people do nicknames and stuff like that? Like my brother's name is Michael. Actually, Mikael. I can't pronounce his name well anymore, but basically in the United States, his name is Michael. And people will call him Mike. We did not call him that. His name was not Mike. My mom didn't play that nickname shortening shit. His name was Michael. And so my mom, she cussed like a sailor, but she didn't use, it was certain things she didn't say. Like she didn't say the N word. And she didn't use slang ever. Ever. She didn't. Oh, don't talk about food. I love deviled eggs. You had to say doubled eggs because you couldn't say devil. You know what? As long as I got them, I probably wouldn't care. You were born in the 80s. You were born in the 80s. I was graduating high school in the 80s. I started high school in the 70s though, and so late 70s. Like I want to say 78. Was it 76? Was junior high. Back when I went to school, there was no such thing as middle school. You went to elementary school, then you went to junior high, then you went to senior high. I was born in the early 60s. Yeah, I don't have a problem with any generation, to be honest with you. But that just has to do with the way I was brought up. I ain't even gonna tell you how I feel about Donald Trump. I try so hard not to do that, but I do it. If I get mad, like if I truly get angry, because I have to be angry, and I truly have to feel like you are stupid. Those two things have to happen. I can feel like you're stupid, but not call you stupid. And I can get angry with you and not call you stupid, But if I feel like you're stupid and I get angry, yeah, I have to say a lot of I'm sorry to myself. Like, you really, you was wrong. Why did you do that? Don't call people names. It's not cool. But yeah, that's one of my weaknesses. I definitely will call you like a moron, an idiot, stupid if I think you are one. But you really have to, you know how deep, you know how many things you have to do wrong in my eyes for me to go there. You can make mistakes. That doesn't make you stupid. I keep feeling like I'm missing stuff. Opens video. I'm angry and you're stupid. Hey, Berry Bad Books. Love ya. What's F Bookery? Is that a real thing? Or Facebook? Oh, I have several friends that are conservative. It's nothing wrong with being Republican. Again, all Republicans don't act like him. I'm sorry. I know we did 2 darn sprints and talked for 3 hours. I'm glad to talk, but I'm sorry we didn't get more sprints in. Go get your work done. It's like 11 o'clock here, so I'm gonna probably drink some more tea because I'm hungry, but I'm not gonna eat this late. Got you. I'm not gonna eat this late, but I'll drink some tea because I'm not affected by tea, and that might help with hunger pangs. So, all right, my lovelies. I'm sorry, Barry. You're just getting here. I just saw your name, but now I can't find you. There you are. And we're getting ready to end this, but I'm coming. I should have a video tomorrow. If it doesn't load because I have been having trouble with YouTube, it will definitely be there Thursday. So I have some announcements and some goodies to share and all that stuff. And I hate guns. Issue for me. I don't even want to talk about that. I'll talk to you personally about that because I've always been well, we just chat. Yeah, we mainly just chat. I mean, you can go back and watch what we were talking about. That way, you can still comment in the comment section below. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it a night. I don't see me being any more productive. I did get work done, so I am happy about that. Plus, I think my jaw is starting to swell up again. It's looking puffy. My face is so broke out. It's so sad. I have eczema really bad, which you probably can see, but it's breaking out, and I can always tell when it's really getting ready to flare because my lips start to swell, which I kind of think is cute. My lips swelling, but it actually hurts when it hurts to use my mouth when the eczema gets real bad because it's always from like my mandible, like where my mandible is. So it's like I get this dark craziness and it just hurts to move. So for me to tell a positive, I got killer dimples. I love these here dimples. I love my eyes. They may not work so great, but I think my eyes are really groovy. I love the shade. Like you can't see right now, but I love what did my doctor calls my eyes syrup colored, my syrup colored eyes. Because they were talking about surgery because I'm gonna need surgery. Well, they can't save this eye, but they think they can save this one. So they were talking about surgery for it. And he was describing what they were going to do. And I started freaking out because one of the first surgeries they were saying that, like, you know how Asian people have the double lid and stuff. And so they were saying that they were going to have to cut my lid and do that lid surgery so that I wouldn't have that anymore, because they think that it's aggravating my keratoconus. That's the disease I have, keratoconus. And so I started freaking out because I'm like, wait a minute. We can't have that surgery. You can't take away my Lee. And the doctor was laughing at me. He was like, look, you're going to probably need it. Like, I know a lot of people do it cosmetically, but you might need it. So I had to go to a plastic surgeon specialist, and the surgeon came in and he was just checking me out. And I'm just looking at him the whole time. And he's like, well, what's wrong, Miss Lee? And I'm like, I do not want to need this, but I will do it if I have to. But like, we're talking changing what my eyes look like. And he determined, and I don't think he did it as a favor. I think he was being legit. He determined that I didn't need to have that. So I got out of there with my Lee eyes. So then we still had to go in, and they were explaining to me what the surgery was going to entail on my eyeballs, which I would rather they took a drill to my head, cut the crown of my head off, and peeked inside than to do surgery on my eyes. But okay. So we did, he was explaining it to me, and while he's explaining, I'm sitting there like, whoa, wait a minute. Is that going to change the color of my eyes? Because they were talking about what they had to put in, what they had to take out. And he just looked at me. He was like, no, you will still have them syrup colored eyes. And I was like, that's it. That's my eyes. I just thought that was so cute. So yeah, I said all that. I love my eyes. I love that I'm now tall. I love that I am no longer flat chested, because I was flat chested for so long. What else? I don't know. I really like my dimples. I know I said that, but I really like them. I wish that, I love my nose. Okay, guys. It is very obvious that I'm a Black woman. But my eyes give away my Lee. It's not as prominent as like my sons and stuff like that. But my nose gives away my Roman. And so my mom, they're Italian. My mom's family is Italian, but I don't know. Like, I always tell people I'm from Rome. Our people are from Rome, but I don't know. I have no idea. It could be Sicily, like, specifically. Like, oh yeah, I'm Sicilian. You don't know. But I love my nose. The problem is that, you see it? My Caesar. And which is funny because my grandson's name is Caesar. His name is Ptolemy Caesar. I get so much slack about my nose. Like, people actually put my nose down. And I love my nose. I understand that it's not a cute, girly nose. I still like it. I would not change it. I damn for sure. Like, there was a time, because I don't know if you can tell, like, straight on. See right here? This bone actually sticks out here too. So it's not just here. It's here too. And there was a time when I was thinking, like, well, maybe if I didn't have this big hulking nose with these little teeny eyes, that I would be more presentable and the world would leave me alone. Then I thought I would be so generic if that was the case. So yeah. So I said some positive things. I hope they were positive. They may have still come off like they were negative, but I really do like all that. I love how smart I am. I'm smart. I am. I am very smart. My imagination is on crack. I love the fact that I have a crazy imagination. I don't know what else. I love me a lot. But it hurts me just as much that people don't. It does. It hurts me. Like, thank God for Author 2 and my tribe and you all. Because I'm telling you, I'm the one sitting in the back, not because I'm shy and reserved, but because nobody wants to be talking to me. Like, I smell good and everything. I don't get it. Yeah, Sarah colored eye. But he said that I died laughing. Like, again, you really can't tell. If you go on my Facebook, like, I think even, I don't know if we're friends yet, but you can at least see my picture in the group. If you go in, I have close-ups of my eyes so you can see, like, what color they are. Someone on Twitter one time, I had a big picture up with all the light flooding in my face. I can't do that on camera, so you probably can't tell. And you can see them. And he said that he hates when Black people wear colored contact lenses. I'm like, first of all, Black people need to mind your business. Second of all, I'm not wearing colored contact lenses. My eyes are this crazy color. Cataract surgery, however you spell it. Guess what? That's one of those things I love, phonetics, because I knew what the hell you were talking about. But see, I like dark eyes too. I like deep, dark chocolate eyes. I really do. Like, I love it. And especially for girls. Boys, I'm a little weird because I love me some green-eyed boys. You know, my son's father is a green-eyed boy. He could talk me into just about anything. But that's another story for another day. I love seeing anything that comes up as a contrast. I do. Gray is my favorite. I gave my villain in Shattered gray eyes. You know why? Because I had to keep giving him stuff about him that I actually loved in order to stomach him. So I gave him a name that I liked. I made him ridiculously beautiful. The kind of person that if you looked at him and someone said, oh, he's an axe murderer, you would go, you sure you're talking about him? I wanted him not only beautiful, but like he has delicate prettiness for a guy. So you really wouldn't catch, he's not giving off any signals that he's the villain, so to speak. So he opens his mouth. I mean, you're full aware in the beginning. But that's no story. But I did stuff like that. It was a couple characters that I had to do that for. Like my Baron character, who I hate. So anybody reading the book, hate that character. So I used, I don't know if you guys know who Lucky Blue is. I used Lucky Blue as the person I imagine as him because I love Lucky. And I used the name Baron. I love the name Baron. I made him into stuff that I was into, again, to tolerate him. Because he's horrible, 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 horrible person. Horrible. Like, you'll see. Hazel. Most people in my family have hazel eyes. Most people, my one cousin, she has green eyes. Most of them have hazel eyes. And me, like on my mom and stuff side, have the brown eyes, and I have the syrup eyes. Me and my son have the exact same eyes. The only difference with him, you've seen him with him, is he's real light skinned, so it doesn't look like any kind of a contrast. It just looks like it goes. Well, then your daughter's lucky because you are beautiful. We do not have many blondes in our family. That's what we really don't. My son's father is a dirty blonde, but he's the only one in his family who is like the only one. And then on my side, we don't have any blondes. I don't think. I mean, we have some that come close. My cousin Myrtle, when she was young, that heifer is a goddess. She is gorgeous. She needs a name like Myrtle to balance it. And I'm just playing. She she's just gorgeous. She's like 6 feet tall. She's got like the light brown hair, one step from blonde, the crazy green eyes. She's just gorgeous. But yeah, we don't have blondes. I mean, my daughter's hair right now is white, but she bleached it. Her hair is brown. I don't know what it is about dark eyes, but it's something about dark eyes that are just really beautiful. Unless you're pasty. My husband looks German. Is he German? My son is the one that you saw in the video. Um, Big German. He's a big German kid. I know this is probably one of the most racist thing to say, but I just think mixed kids are gorgeous. And my mother used to say that she just wished that it was a rule where everybody had to mix, so then everybody could just shut the fuck up because we would all be that one race. We might stray a little bit, look a little bit more like this, look a little bit more like that. Well, we would all be blended, and that was her dream that everybody would be blended. And that is not to say that if you're not mixed, you're not gorgeous. Because I'm sorry, humans are gorgeous. Yeah, we're only part Asian. We're not. We don't have. It's not in the forefront in our family. Obviously, the black part is mostly the Italian. My son's father is I don't know if he's Creole or Cajun, so I can't even say. But they're from New Orleans, and I don't know what the fuck he is. He's just pretty. Makes me think of Gambit. Gambit is my favorite X-Men. Oh my god, I would do some things. Matter of fact, I wrote a fanfic, so to speak. When I did this, I want to say this in my little teeny bit of defense. I didn't know there was no such word like fanfic. I'd never heard of it. So I wrote these little stories that kind of like what Pandora went through in Encounters. I wrote these little stories about just different adventures in different worlds. And one of them was my name was Tigress, and I got dropped into what's the name of the room? The war room in Xavier's house, and it was like a battle going on, but I didn't know who I was yet. So I was Tigress, so it's like Gamp is like, Tigress duck. And he was talking in my direction, so I just ducked. I'm like, he must be talking to me. I don't know what Tigress is. Then I find out that I'm Tigress. But I wrote this whole little story about me being an X-Men. I'm gonna have to put that in my Patreon. I think people would get a kick out of that in Patreon. I haven't shared that. Yes, I'm gonna do that because I got like 7 of those, so I can put those in. And so being with Gambit, and I remember making his what did he say? Because he was being nasty, but he was calling me like Sherry, with his accent and saying stuff to me. It was just cute. I don't know why it came to me like that. But when you were 11, damn. Wait a minute, what? What did I miss? Who was wearing MAGA hats? Oh. Some in your family? I mean, I have a friend, and she's from Tennessee, but I think she spent the majority of her life in Alabama. And she's a blonde haired, blue eyed, uh, 6 foot tall wonder her damn self, fucking Amazon. And her whole family would be out the gate with some of the stuff they would say, and they would say it in front of her, and then when she would defend it, then she was an N-word lover, you know. So she kind of got out of Dodge. She said, and I thought this was cool too, that where she lived, she said everybody was just so mean and cruel when it came down to race. So no matter who it was, the black people that she met and the white people in her family, it was always something that she said she couldn't take it. So I I'll tell y'all this one story, but then I will let y'all go. I was on YouTube back in the day. Like I have other channels, and not me doing anything even close to this, but there was this guy on here, and this is before YouTube would really regulate. And oh my goodness, it was this dude was like straight up KKK, and he was really smart. As far as like you could see that he had an education, kind of smart, but he was the stuff that he would say out his mouth, and it made me go like, how on earth do you believe this? Like, what had to happen to you that you think that what you said is true? Because he would say some stuff and act like it was science. I'm not kidding you. And what I did, I don't know, it was something about him, and I almost felt like he was just misguided. I hate to say it, but I really do. I felt like he wasn't coming from a place like hate, hate, hate. He was coming from a place of ignorance and stupidity and highly misguided. And so I started talking to him. And, it was clear who I was. I know he checked out my channel. I know he saw what I looked like. And he would say something like, black people were created are monkeys, and because white men would get bored and have sex with monkeys, and that's how black people were created. And I wish that was a joke. Because when he first started the channel, I thought he was joking. It was not funny, but I thought he was being an asshole. No, he believed that shit. And so I just started talking to him, and I was like, okay, dude, where did you have to go in your head for that to make sense? I'll give you one better. If what you said was true, that's still no put down on black people. That's a put down on white men who ain't got nothing better to do than sexually assault monkeys. So, I mean, you really need to think about that. That doesn't look good on you. That's like you're born into the world. You have no power over how you got here. But if you so bored that you want to be screwing around with monkeys in the jungle, which I'm quite sure ain't near one ever consented to none of this, you're the one with issues, not the product of what you said. And I just kept talking to him. I talked to him for months. Do you know one day he just hit me up and he was like, you know what? I wish I met you. I never met anybody who, because I guess everybody was battling him, and I was really making him like I was giving him his words back. Like, really think about that, dude. Really think about what you just said. And I said, because even if it's true, doesn't it mean that black people are fucking incredible? Because we're the product of monkey rape, and we still manage to like build buildings and everything. Like, we create steam engines and stuff. And we're the product of monkey rape. I mean, that's fucking amazing. That's an amazing thing. And so I would just give him back his words. And then he started talking to me. So one day he did a video, and I'm sure it doesn't exist anymore. I would love to find it. And he talked about me. And he was like, I'm glad I met her. Talking about me. I'm glad I met her. I'm glad I got to know her. And I'm so sorry for the dumb shit I have been spewing for all these years. His whole channel, he stopped the whole entire mess. All of it. He just stopped all of it. Now, it did not happen overnight. Like, I would talk to him for about 2 years. And I had black people yelling at me like, why are you talking to him? He's an ignorant piece of shit. I'm like, well, making it better isn't calling him an ignorant piece of shit. Maybe he doesn't know any black people and he believed what someone else told him. Let's try before we, convict. Because he was not going out there saying that black people shouldn't live and we want to bash them and kill them all and send them back to where they came from. No, because they came from monkeys and white man rape. But he just felt like white people were better and that black people need to be in a place and stuff like that. So he stopped. You just never know. So one day, Eva, you just need to come on chat with us and we can have a round table. Okay. See you later. Love you guys. I'm going to get off of here too. Because Ramble and definitely went to places that we weren't trying to. But just to be clear, you guys are friggin' amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Oh, I understand that. You go, girl. I wish I had a husband that was mad because my computer was on. You go do what you got to do. Good night, Very Bad Books. We'll see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow most likely. Well, it's not going to be a sprint. I'll make sure if it actually works, I'll do it as a premiere and then I'll post it in our group so that you can you'll know when it's going to happen. And even if you missed the premiere, it's okay. It's just mainly announcements and stuff like that. You can watch it on the rebound. So good night, my lovelies. Thank you for hanging with me yet again. Tolerating my face and my crazy and my fake gray. I think it looks cute. Bye.